Thank you so very much for tuning in to the very first episode of Learning Music with Isabella. I'm the host, Isabella Milano. So what we do is we talk about how music impacts our everyday lives and how it can be found in our everyday lives. Today's big question that we're answering is, why do we feel emotion when we hear music? So think about it. When we watch movies, how does that soundtrack make you feel? Does it make you tear up? Or does that horror movie scare you so much? Think about why that video your friend sent you was so funny. Was it the music? To test this out, we're going to be showing you 2 different clips. I'm not going to change anything in the video. However, the soundtracks will be different. Think about how this impacts you visually, mentally, and emotionally. You can test this at home. Here's soundtrack number 1. Soundtrack number 2. So, let's talk about our findings. Did the first soundtrack make you feel happy, joyous, maybe even carefree? Well, this is due to the key that the song being played was in. G major, a major key. Major keys often sound normal to our ears. So, the intervals and the things that we're hearing are pleasant. When we hear something in a minor key, the second soundtrack, did it make you feel a little bit more melancholic? Maybe a little bit more reflective? Perhaps this is due to the minor key that it was in, C minor. A minor key has a lowered third, which is what distinguishes it from the major key. To demonstrate a little bit more about this, we're going to look at our basics, triads in parallel keys. Let's roll it. And an example of parallel keys. This is D major. Its parallel key is known as D minor, as they have the exact same starting note, meaning that C major and C minor are also parallel keys due to their same starting note. So, to demonstrate major and minor qualities and how they sound, we're going to talk a little bit about the intervals between them. So, to learn a little bit more about how these are formed, we're going to talk about intervals. Intervals are the space between 2 given notes. So, here we have a major third, and then from the first note, perfect fifth. The only thing that changes to make this a minor triad is the minor third, where we lower it a half step from the major. This is what gives us these distinct sounds that make us identify whether something is kind of happier sounding, na na na, versus little sadder sounding. Let's recap what we've learned today. We've learned about how chord qualities can impact the sound of the key in songs that we use. Major sounds happier most of the time, and minor sounds sad most of the time. We've also learned how when putting songs with these keys under videos, how they change how we perceive them. We also noted how to create chord qualities due to the intervals present within the chords, how parallel keys are formed with the same starting note, just a different interval that makes it D major or D minor with the minor third. Join me next time to learn a little bit more about music with Isabella. Bye.